I built my cleaning business to over $150,000 in monthly recurring revenue, and the one thing I realized after all these years, this is not a cleaning business, it is a recruiting business. Biggest mistake that most business owners make is thinking that this is a marketing business and that marketing is the number one thing to get new customers. It's not. A single cleaner could bring in over $8,000 in revenue for you every single month, and if you lose that cleaner, you might lose your entire business. Today, I'm breaking down our complete recruiting funnel. This is the funnel that's taken us 12 years to perfect and the exact ironclad process that we now teach to all Made This franchisees and set up for them. If you're serious about building your own cleaning business or any home service business, this might be the most important video you watch all day. Also, stay tuned to the video because in the video, I give you a QR code link to our actual job ad so you could copy and paste it and grab it and use it for yourself. So check that out in the video. Now, recruiting is the number one most important part of your business by far. Everyone thinks it's customers the ones who pay you. That's not true. If you have the best talent, you onboard them, you recruit them, maybe if they're employees, you train them, and it's the best, people will come to you. You'll have to do the basics of marketing, which we're going to talk about later, but people will find you and you could retain service, you get referrals. There's a bunch of really cool downstream effects of it. And let's say you start like an e-commerce company and you're selling a product. When it comes to remote local businesses, especially service-based businesses, the labor is the product. So you want to provide the best product. I ordered something on Temu. I ordered this little case over here, and it was such a crap case. Like it was the worst thing I could have ordered. I hate it. I'm never going to order from this website again because I hate it so much. That's the product they're selling. And imagine if they made an amazing product, I probably would buy from them again. Same concept here. The product is the labor. So you want to make sure your product is the best you could find. And I'm going to teach you exactly how to do that. Now, why is this so important? I ran stats for my local business in Los Angeles, and I found something shocking. I found that we lose $4,051 every time a cleaner leaves, and we gain $50,000 every time we onboard a cleaner. Whenever a cleaner leaves, there's a lot of things which happen. Number one, when the cleaner leaves, there's a ramp-up period. There's a loss period. That cleaner who leaves, I can no longer assign that cleaner work because they're gone. So that slot is just kaput. I'm losing revenue because I cannot assign work to this person, right? I can't accept more business. I can't market as hard as I want. I just don't have capacity. Typically, it takes about 3 weeks for me to replace that cleaner. So in that 2 to 3 weeks to replace that person, I have lost $4,000 in revenue because I cannot fill that person's slots. At the same time, every time I onboard a cleaner, we gain $50,000 in annual revenue. Think about it this way. I know one cleaner could do at least $200 a day for a cleaning job in revenue. At least one a day. Let's say they work 5 days a week and then they do 50 weeks in the year. That comes out to $50,000 in revenue. So really in the business model that we're talking about, the most important thing is your labor. The more you onboard the labor, the better retention rate you're going to have with customers. The more customers you can onboard is just huge downstream effects. So the acronym we always teach our franchisees that Made This is ABC. Always be recruiting. I kind of butchered it to kind of make it work, but ABC, it works well, right? Always be recruiting. Always be recruiting because this is the most important thing you're going to do. We talked about doing the math of why. We talked about the ramp-up period. There's other things I realized with my organization that really help out with always recruiting. Number one, don't be held hostage. I remember there's so many times where we have a bad cleaner, but we're like, oh my God, we have like 20 cleanings tomorrow. How are we going to do this? I guess we have to send it to this cleaner. I know they lied, they cheated, they stole, but like, we have this business tomorrow. We told the customer, yes, we have to keep them. It's the worst feeling ever. Other one is office staff performance. So you have your internal team. Eventually, you're going to have remote team talent or people helping service your local operation. Maybe at the beginning, it's just you. People picking up the phone calls, things like that. They're going to have to deal with bad cleaners or bad technicians or whatever service you're providing. They're going to have to deal with that. So if you don't have a constant stream of good labor, your office staff is going to hate their job because they're like, great, Sandra called out again. Now I'm going to scramble and get yelled at this customer. And all of a sudden, you're going to have high churn and high turnover with your office staff. It's not going to be a good culture. So if you do ABC, it's going to fix a lot of things. You're going to make more money, have higher customer satisfaction, have higher office satisfaction, and you'll just like what you're doing a lot better. That's the importance of what we're doing here. This is probably the most important thing we could talk about. Now, when it comes to recruiting, there's really two ways I think about recruiting. It's either inbound or outbound. And recruiting it's a funnel. And what do you mean by funnel, Neil? What are you talking about? So, core concept of any business is everything's a funnel. meaning people find out about you somewhere. They look at you and they look at your online presence and figure out if they want to inquire with you. Then they inquire with you, and then you kind of close the sale. Now notice how that's the same thing for customers, and that's the same thing for recruiting, for cleaners as well. It's just a funnel. That's what you're doing. So the two ways to think about recruiting is inbound. Inbound is one. That's when you do online marketing. You post on Indeed, you post on ZipRecruiter, you post on Craigslist. People find your post, they like the job description, they apply, and then they move through the funnel till finally out pops technician for you, someone who's going to work for you. That's how inbound works. You post job ads, you pay for it, and do that. There's another way of doing it, because a lot of times the best technicians are not looking on Indeed or Craigslist. They're out doing work. That's when outbound comes into play. And you reaching out to people who are small mom and pop companies, individual proprietors, people who are already cleaning or doing whatever service you're providing, and reach out to them and say, hey, do you want to work with me? This is outbound. Remember, inbound is just the people who are actively looking for work, but outbound, they're probably willing to pick up work. They just are not actively looking at Indeed. So you want to utilize a combination of both. You're going to do inbound, which is easier to come by, but more to sift through, or outbound, which is hyper-targeted. Maybe the people are actually, in fact, better. Maybe they're going to demand a little bit more money, but you want to marry both of them. And that's how we actually do proper recruiting here. Now we're going to talk about the actual job ad you're going to post. Fear not, I'm actually going to give you another Easter egg, another freebie, which is the actual job ad that you're going to post. And I want to teach you exactly how to make a job ad, because when you're watching this, I guarantee this is not the last business you're going to make. You're going to do things in the future, and you got to know how to write this kind of stuff and what's a bad job ad and what's a good job ad, because this is what people see. So the better your job ad, the more applicants you get. And the cool part is the more qualified, better applicants you get if your job ad is actually really good. I'll tell you what a lot of people do. I'll go on most Indeed or Craigslist, and it looks like the job ad was written by this guy. Super corporate guy, boring, lame, copy and paste from ChatGPT. It just sucks. You read the job ad and you're like, dude, I don't want to work at this terrible corporate organization, overly professional, stiff, sucks. Ugh. Don't want to do that. What we're going to do is work on how to make the job ad not lame. I'm going to walk you through the different parts of a job ad and teach you exactly how to think about this. Now, do you remember back in like high school or elementary, whatever? I don't know if it's just my high school and elementary, but they made you do essays and it was very structured format. Here's the intro, then you're going to, the last sentence you'll say, here's the 3 things I'm going to talk about, then it's the body, then it's the conclusion. That's kind of like what a job ad is. The truth is there's some formatting you can do and structures to it, which get the max amount of people to apply. I'm going to teach you exactly what that is right now. Number 1, always starts with the headline. By the way, the common theme here is don't be lame. Don't be lame. We're going to make the job ad fun, more personality. Here's an example job ad. Made, cleaner, needed, start immediately. That's what most people put, 90% of people. Here's a not boring job ad headline. Not another crappy $10 per hour job, rockstar maids, cleaners needed. That sounds a lot more fun. Which of those 2 do you think is going to get more clicks? Probably the second one. Again, everything's a funnel. The more people you get to look at your ad, the more people are going to apply. We're just trying to get them to click into it. That's a headline. Make it not lame. Next step is speak to your avatar. And here's a quick copywriting tactic. It took me way too long to learn. Most job ads you see are going to be, we are looking for a professional cleaner. We are looking for this. This is what we value. For an anonymous company, do you care what they value? Do you care what their feelings are? No, you are worried about and thinking about what's in it for me. Therefore, you want to speak to your avatar in whatever copywriting you do. I don't care if it's a job ad, your website, whatever. Speak to your avatar. The easiest hack to do this is to anytime you have a we phrase when you've written your job ad, replace it with a you phrase. An example would be, we value reliability. Instead, this is for you if you're a reliable person. We are looking for, you're likely a blank, blank, blank. Speak directly to your applicant. And people love talking about themselves. They love you phrases because it's like you're talking to them. Easiest way to get more people to read your ad. They click in, not a crappy $10 an hour job. Oh, this is intriguing. You click into it, and the first blurb is what they're going to read, and they're going to decide if they want to apply based off of that blurb. And you got to hook them. But we're going to start off the ad by appealing to their emotions. Example. Hey, wouldn't it be amazing to work with a team that actually appreciates you? What if the job gave you the freedom to reach your personal dreams? Do you want more stability in life? Think about this. You're appealing to the desires and fears of the applicant. Does that labor pool that you're targeting normally value stability? You're appealing to the emotions of that person. For example, if it's a mobile pet grooming business, hey, wouldn't it be amazing to work with customers who love you and a team that appreciates you? What if your job gave you satisfaction from helping you or from allowing you to work with pets all day? I think that is what you're trying to appeal to for them. You're painting the vision of what this can be. Don't go straight to the job description. Show how cool it is and get them excited. You're appealing to emotions in the hook. Next, the framework is why, how, and what. You're going to describe the position in this exact format. This is like the body of the paragraph of the essay. Why should they apply? And to be honest, I don't care if you write why apply here and describe why they could apply. You're going to talk about why they should apply, how to do the job, what it actually entails in bullet point format, and what does the job entail as well. Why apply? What are you looking for? And what does the job entail as part of it? Each section, bullet points. People are scanning it. They don't want to read a paragraph. Just quick bullet points of each of these. That's all I want you to do. And have one clear CTA. CTA is a call to action. So a CTA, you don't want to confuse the people. If you're like, hey, I want you to apply, but also call me, and I want you to fill out your form here. And have you ever seen those job ads where like you upload your resume and then also you have to manually put in all the different parts of your resume? It's super lame. It sucks. Having one clear call to action of what you want them to do next is going to help them convert more. But at the very end, you're going to say, click the link below, fill out your name in 1 minute, and we're going to get back to you. You're telling him exactly what to do. One thing, repeat it multiple times. Typically in a job ad, I'll say, click the button below and inquire at least 3 to 5 times, randomly sprinkled out. So someone stops reading, they always know what the CTA is. Don't confuse them, just tell them what you want them to do. Disclaimer, don't oversell. You don't want to set unrealistic expectations that you just can't meet. If you tell someone like, oh my God, you're going to have $500 a day and you're going to have healthcare benefits and you don't have any of that kind of stuff, just don't do that. Why? What's going to happen is they come in with unrealistic expectations. They're going to churn. They're going to leave. Then it's going to take you another 2 to 3 weeks to find someone else. Promise them, and you might be thinking, Neil, like, I'm just starting. I don't know. I don't have any of these offerings for them or advantages. You are the advantage. You treating people human is an advantage. You being a not lame corporate person is an advantage. You'd be shocked how many people in the blue-collar labor field have got burned. Someone hired them, never paid them, treated them like crap. They didn't actually work with an owner who they liked. They were just super demanding. This is normal. If you just act human, treat them well, respect them, communicate with them well, this is massive value add. And the best way of showcasing that is making your job ad fun. Work on delivering a great environment as you get started and going. Don't overpromise, and you'll keep your labor for a very long time. Here's an example job ad. Like I said, after this, I have a QR code for you as well, so you could download this yourself, make your own, all that kind of good stuff. Example job ad. Hook. Do you deserve better? Maybe you're fed up with crappy gigs where you're not valued or respected. Maybe you're sick of not being recognized for working hard, showing up on time, and treating customers well. Insert company name could offer you something much better, but you have to live up to your end of the bargain. You have to be a rock star. Ooh, setting high expectations, but also fun. Here at insert company name, we're looking for a couple hardworking and honest cleaners, mobile pet groomers, mobile detailers. We just tour into making good money, working flexible hours, enjoying work and life, and being awesome. You deserve this if you are a nice human being, you show up on time, so I'm reinforcing reliability, you don't cheat or do shady things, you're a happy person, I want to work with people I like, so I'm going to qualify you're a happy person, you're not rude or mean, attitude matters a whole lot more than experience. I'm telling them I value how you actually are rather than just your cleaning qualifications. This is not a good fit for you if you just do the bare minimum, or lazy, can't make it to work on time, don't care about making customers happy, can't pay attention to detail. I'm actively turning away people who self-identify as this. If this is scratching where itch and you want to be part of an amazing company culture that respects everyone and not just another crappy minimum wage job, then CTA, fill out this form to apply. Just see what I did? It has all the different elements. And to be honest, this works for any industry you're in, right? This is agnostic. This just gets you hyped up and wanting to apply. With that, guys, like I promised, here is an example cleaner job ad. You could take this, make it your own for whatever industry you want. But go ahead and scan this here. You'll have this. Go to File, make a copy, and you can create a version as my gift to you. All right. So at this point, you know exactly who you're targeting, how to talk to them. You have a job ad. And now let's get ready to actually post it on different platforms. So the biggest question is, Neil, where do I even find this labor? Where am I going to post my job ad? I'm going to tell you exactly what works and what doesn't work and how to think about this now. Straight to the point, No fluff. Here's exactly how we market and how we find cleaners for my organization. I made this LA. This is oftentimes what we teach franchisees. But the truth is, every location is kind of different. Some things constantly work, but some locations might have things which are very specific to the city. For example, we have a franchisee in Salt Lake City, and they have a specific radio/news channel that has a website for a specific community, and that's where they are finding a lot of their labor. Right? Every city is completely different because that website and forum does not exist in Los Angeles or Nashville or whatever. So think about in your city, does anything like that exist? I'm going to tell you stuff in general, which pretty much anywhere you are works. Start with number one, Indeed. So Indeed is a job ad platform, as you guys know. You're simply going to post a job ad on there. And here's a pro tip. When you post your job ad, your first one, it's going to say like, how much do you want to budget for the job ad? And the minimum is $5 a day. There's actually a hidden button somewhere at the bottom where it'll allow you to skip that and post a free job ad. So go ahead and do that. They want you to pay stuff. So you can pay. It's only $5 a day if you really want. Or you could try to just post a free job ad. On my end, just letting you guys know, we spend a lot of money on recruiting. This is the number one most important thing in your business. For my business in LA, which is a 7-figure business, we probably spend at least $2,000 to $2,500 per month on Indeed, just to get applicants in the door. That's how important this is. So if it's going to cost you $5 a day, it's okay. This is the one most important investments that you are going to make. So anyways, Indeed, by far number one. Here's the thing with Indeed, though. You're going to post a job ad, and you're going to get an avalanche of leads. And at first, you'll be like, dude, this is incredible. I got 100 leads in 2 days. Oh my God, this is so easy. Here's the thing about Indeed. It's high volume, but not all the applicants are qualified. It's going to be a smaller percent which are qualified. High avalanche, high top of funnel, but you're going to have to filter through more things. The next way we recruit is Craigslist. So Craigslist, there's 2 ways of doing it. There's either inbound, where you post a job ad and jobs come to you, or outbound, where you're going to find companies who are posting their services and you're going to contact them and do outbound. I'm going to show you exactly after this. You'll peek over my shoulder, see exactly how to do this. So anyways, Craigslist, number 2. The third one is ZipRecruiter. Now, I'll be honest, I'm mediocre on ZipRecruiter. Some people freaking love it. I think it's kind of pricey, but in many markets, this crushes it, especially because at the beginning, when you sign up, they have some promos to get you to sign up. ZipRecruiter is another platform which helps you a lot with the inbound type of marketing. Other things are Facebook groups, which I'll show you exactly how to do that. That's more an outbound. And by the way, when I say inbound and outbound means I'm posting a job ad and people are applying and they're coming to me. Outbound means I see someone who has posted their job or their services, I'm contacting them and recruiting them. So any difference. You want to do both. Other places, if you're, depending what industry you're in, Career.com or Housekeeper.com, good platforms for purely outbound. And a pro tip, offer a referral bonus. This is like high level stuff I'm teaching you, and this is next level stuff and things that 99% of business owners don't do. But here's a cool trick. Go to your existing crew when you have them and say, hey, if you have any good other people you could refer over to me, we have a signing bonus. You can make whatever you want. Ours is large, $250, but that's paid after that person they refer completes at least 10 jobs. Oftentimes, A team members know A team members. It's kind of how it works. So getting them happy, they refer you someone, you get another awesome technician, and you get to pay them. It's a win for everyone. So make it very juicy. And that's a really cool thing you can do once you find a really good A-team member. Here's some other ideas of what you can do. El Clasificado is a website mostly for the Hispanic population, and you could post job ads on there too. So you'll probably want to post it in Spanish. If you want to curate more people out, you could post in English just so you get the English speakers. That's one area you can look at depending where you're looking for. Care.com, which I mentioned. Thumbtack. So on Thumbtack, people are posting their services. Now, if it's a super formalized company, and I'll show you exactly, you might not want to contact them because they're going to be high priced. But sometimes you could tell the Thumbtack profile just has like a tiny business card and it's not really well made. Those might be companies that you could recruit, like small mom and pop companies. Yelp, same thing. Probably not the first page of Yelp, but go to the 5th page where you have a company whose profile is not optimized. They have 5 reviews. It looks like they don't even know what they're doing with tech. That's who we want. That's exactly who we're looking for. Housekeeper.com, mentioned the previous page. Google pages. So go to like the 5th or 6th page of Google, find whatever services have a crappy website, don't know what they're doing for marketing, contact them and talk to them. Now you notice there's a lot of inbound and outbound. I want you to do both. I want you to keep your eyes and ears out for the market. For example, literally today, an hour ago, I went for a walk. I was done with my work calls. I was exhausted. I was like, hey, let me go for a walk outside. As I'm walking back to my building, I see a cleaner walking out who has supplies and all the kind of stuff, no uniform, just a solo cleaner. So I go up to her and I start talking to her in my terrible Spanish, but it's endearing maybe. And she was smiling and we were talking, and I asked her, hey, do you clean in this building? She said, yeah, I clean for a couple of people here. And I say, oh, great. Are you looking for more work? She's like, yeah, I'm looking for more work. Incredible. She's really happy. It's so amazing. Like, yeah, I live here. I also have a company and we have, a lot of clients who need their homes cleaned. Maybe we could talk more. She was really happy. She literally gave me her business card and we'll talk to her and see if it's a good fit. Simple as that. Just keep your eyes and ears open because opportunities are everywhere for labor. And outbound, just like I did over here, is oftentimes better. So we're going to dive into me showing you how to do this now. So follow along. I'll do Craigslist first. So if you want to post on Craigslist, here's good old Craigslist. What you're going to do is normally you're going to post a job ad in the general labor section of Craigslist over here. So jobs, general labor, and you'll simply go to post, go through the process, and every location, so here job offered, every location, the price is going to be different. In Los Angeles, the price is $45. Your location might be cheaper. That's what to think about. So over here, we'll go over, let's see what's the right fit. General labor, there it is. Posting title, remember, not another crappy job, blah, blah, blah. Here's a type over here. Employment type, you'll probably do contract, experience level, entry level, job title, compensation. So you'll just fill this in to the best of your abilities and let people contact you. So you're going to post that, get applicants. Amazing. The next thing you're going to do is just take a look over here. So these people are posting job ads, right? So these are your competition. We are hiring. We are looking for reliable, detail-oriented people. Their pay is $20 per hour, full-time. Cool. These people are offering $18 per hour. So this is just good ideas of like what people are looking for in posting. Now, if I want to see, I want to try to recruit people, I'm going to go here and go to services. I'm just going to type in like maid. All right. These people are posting. I might try to call these people. It looks a little bit buttoned up, so they might be a little bit too high priced. Remember, I'm trying to find like the not good looking ones here. So we're going to keep going down the list. Abaco Cleaning, family owned, since 2008. I like this. I'll definitely call them. Call Maria. I love seeing, by the way, like if I see email addresses, which are Gmail or Yahoo or something like that, not like a formalized email address. I like that. Let's keep going over here. Look at this. Not great spelling, not super formalized, things like that. Has the phone number here. They have to put the 2 because of Craigslist stuff. So I'd probably call, and here's what I'd say. Hey, Maria, I saw your Craigslist ad. Are you a cleaner? Okay. Hey, can you tell me a little bit more about your services, how it works? Amazing. Cool. How much would it be? Do you service my area here in West Hollywood? Awesome. How much would it be approximately for like a 2-bedroom apartment cleaning? Okay, cool. So you said 2 cleaners for 2 hours for a 2-bedroom apartment cleaning. Okay. And that's how much? 200? Okay. Hey, Maria, I run a company and we work with a lot of different homeowners. And a lot of these people need cleanings. Most of the time, I'll be upfront. They mostly want hourly type of services, and then sometimes flat rate as well. Do you offer any hourly services? Yes, no. Okay, our rates, blah, blah, blah. Okay, great. Hey, I have a lot of clients for you. Maybe we could set up something as a paid cleaning in 2 days. Most people are willing to pay max of like $27 to $30 an hour. Is that something that you're able to do for the trial? And we could offer you high volume and things like that. Amazing. Let's get you on the calendar. Let's test it out, whatever. This is a super quick example, but do you see how I just asked questions about it and then I did a soft pitch to the test cleaning? That's kind of what you do for the outbound. Now, let's go to Facebook. So if I go to Facebook, what I'm going to do outbound is I'm going to find like a Los Angeles community, like a community group locally. Let's see what pops up here. Let's go Los Angeles community. Perfect. Now in here, let's say I'm looking for like mobile pet grooming. Okay, this person's pitching their services. This person as well, a Gmail account, huh? Probably not going to be super formalized. I'd probably contact this person. I operate a mobile car detailing business, ? Interesting, 10% discount, no advance pay. These are all great people to contact. You could DM them, Say, hey, are you still doing mobile car detailing? I'm interested to learn more. There's a million community groups within Los Angeles. There's my sub community. Every neighborhood generally has their own group. This is a fantastic place because people have asked these questions already. If you look at the comments, there'll be people searching for this type of service. So many different things. Next, let's do Thumbtack, a mobile pet groomer. Cool. I don't love the people who have a ton of reviews. It could still work, right? But remember, I'm looking for less formalized at this point. This one might be good. I typically don't like to inquire because it charges them. So I'll try to find her online. You know, we know that Sophia's Squeak Clean Fur Babies. I'll probably type it into Google and try to find her. Worst case, I would contact her in here if I think it's a legit company and I really want to know about them. BarkBus, I know, is a big formalized company. Not going to contact them. So do you see how simple it is just to find people? And the cool part is you don't need to do this constantly. How many people do you need to get launched? 2. You need one primary person, and then you need a backup person in case that person calls out. That's all you need to get going. Get started with that, and you can scale up as you go. But remember, at the beginning, you just need 2 people. The real thing to solve is get your first one, get your backup one, and get launched. That's pretty much it. Remember, you're not just recruiting cleaners. You're building the foundation for your entire business. Think about yourself as a staffing business first, a marketing business second, and a cleaning business last. The real key, the real secret in this model and in this funnel is to have a system and stick to it. The worst case you could be in is having a set of unreliable cleaners that you have to send to a job. It's better to reject the job than send unreliable cleaners that are going to ruin your reputation for years to come. Now, if you just want to shortcut everything and have me install this into your business for you, there is a secret path to have you get to the end goal that much faster, and that secret path is Made This Franchise. So I started my business 12 years ago and started franchising it a few years ago. Now we have 40 plus locations across the US with franchise owners who are just like yourself, who wanted to just copy the blueprint and cut to the front of the line. We have this recruiting funnel installed for them, as well as a bunch of other stuff, done for you tech, done for you marketing, all that kind of good stuff. Check out madethisfranchise.com to learn more. Now, another option, if you're like, Neil, I already have my own cleaning business, or I want to start this from scratch by myself, I do have something called the Remote Local Blueprint. This is do-it-yourself program and course, which can guide you through the steps of creating your own fully remote local business. There's even more content in there about this exact framework I showed you, an exact funnel for recruiting cleaners, which I explained in the course content as well. So check out for that link in the description below, and I'll see you inside.